So Indiana are going to be hosting the All-Star game for the WNBA in the year of 2025. So that is obviously a big thing, obviously. And it's going to be huge for Indiana, and it's going to be huge for the WNBA because there's going to be an awful lot of people. Like, I get it, last year's All-Star game in Phoenix was big. This is going to be another level of big, if we're being honest. It is. It's going to be a good thing. Look, the bigger these events are, the bigger everything is, the better it's going to be for the W, the better it's going to be for every single person involved. And if you don't know, like, the Indiana Fever are obviously pushing for something big. And their GM has said it. She said, you're going to see a WNBA All-Star weekend like you've never seen before in Indy, according to Amber Cox. I know it'll be a show. They better have 4-point circles. We're ready. We want tickets. When are tickets being released? We have a lot to do in the next month. Why is Christy Wallace still in the roster? I mean, you're not going to be able to trade Christy Wallace for anybody. I believe in Amber Cox do something crazy. And to be fair, if you guys don't know anything about Amber Cox historically, like, that's what she's known for. Like, she's not really known for the basketball side. And I think that on the basketball side, it's Kelly Cowscroft that's doing most of the work. But when it comes to Amber Cox, she's known really for the business side. Like, she is known for, as much as anything, getting, like, business deals done and working on the players. I don't know why I just clicked on that, but obviously this nonsense from a video earlier. That's what she's big for. And there will be a very ominous crowd there that day. That's all I can be certain of. There's going to be a really, really, really ominous crowd. But, like, Indiana is set up pretty much. They know how to host an All-Star weekend. If you guys didn't see last year, heck, they had the airport. I'd say the airport's going to go like this as well. They just had the big basketball court in the middle of the airport, which was cool. So, when you come into the airport, you're immediately seeing stuff about the All-Star weekend. Heck, like, if you guys don't know, even if you went into the Minneapolis airport during the WNBA finals, as someone who was there, like, immediately if you went into Minneapolis airport, as you can see, there was like a big WNBA finals everywhere. The 2024 WNBA finals was like all over the airport, so it was a really, really big deal. Also, Minneapolis, I didn't realize how cheap hotels were. I got a hotel room that looked like this right beside the airport for $50 a night. Madness. Absolute madness, like. Unbelievable room. In Dublin, that's 300 quid a night. But, yeah, so obviously Indiana have all that things, but I think All-Star Weekend's going to be huge. Feels ominous. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an ominous crowd. Let's focus, y'all. There's still a lot to be done. Fix the roster. But, like, at the end of the day, it's all about the long-term goal. Like, I don't think there's a point giving up any long-term, if it's giving up any, like, real long-term assets, when it comes to, like, this season, because the 2025 WNBA Championship, like, it's going to be a tough one to win, but it's one of those things that long-term doesn't really matter because every single person is going to be a free agent next year. Everyone's going to be a free agent next year, so I'm like, it really doesn't matter that much, about who wins for the long term. And, like, the fact that the Indiana Fever's two best players are both going to be 23 next season. Like, they both got 10 more good years, and if they stick together, it's 10 more years of Indiana Fever. So, and they're both still in their rookie contracts coming into the 2026 free agency season, which is one of the most important free agencies of all time because everybody's a free agent. Everyone's either restricted or unrestricted other than rookie contract. Kalani Brown. Is Kalani Brown the only player I think she might be the only player under contract through 2026. It's not on a rookie deal. But this is still going to be big because the All-Star Weekend was such an important part of the WNBA season last year. It really was. Like, it's something that I wouldn't mind going to the All-Star Weekend. The only reason why I'm like, I would 100% go to Fever games. Again, the only reason is that I'm having really bad issues with my sinuses and my lungs and stuff, and the long flights with the pressure and everything. Like I get really sick on long flights, and like do not don't do well with it. So yeah, I'll see coming up more to the time how my health is coming up to All-Star weekend. I'd absolutely love to go for All-Star weekend and catch the Fever. I think Fever played Dallas before that, or catch the Fever game after that. But that's going to be a fun weekend. It really, really is. Like, are we moving out to our big arena, Lucas Oil? How big is Lucas Oil versus Cambridge? So the Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh, that's home of the Colts. Oh, wow. I don't see the purpose of this, though. I don't see the purpose of putting it on at a football field, because you don't really see anything. Like, it just kind of packs more people into the gym. It's like, it kind of reminds me of like when I went to see wrestling. I went to see WWE Clash at the Castle in the Principality Stadium. Oh, 90,000 people. And it's like, yeah, no one can see anything. But yeah, so it's the All-Star game. That is the All-Star game. And I think it's going to be a big one. I wonder what Fever players will make the All-Star team this year. I think it'll just be the three of them. Like, there's no way that there's going to be 4 Fever All-Stars. I reckon I reckon there'll be the big three from the Indiana Fever. Barring injuries, I think it'll be those three. I'd say in general, maybe Lexi Hull. Is there a possibility Lexi Hull could be an All-Star? No, and maybe if like a Satu comes. That's the only way of there being 4 All-Stars in Indiana. But I do think Liberty are going to have 3. I think the Aces, you never know. The Aces might have 3. The Aces really might have 3 All-Stars. But that's all I think the Aces are going to have. The Lynx might only have 1. I don't know. Caleb McBride will be an All-Star too. Maybe Courtney Williams, because Courtney Williams becomes so popular. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun All-Star weekend. Unfortunately, the game's not going to be as competitive as last year. Like, last year was such a competitive game because they really wanted to beat Team USA. And maybe if it's like Team Caitlin Clark versus Team Aja Wilson, maybe that'll be a big one. If they just allow Caitlin Clark to pick all the, because conferences is going to be a tough one. I don't know. But I hope it's a competitive All-Star game like it was last year. But you never know. Either way, everything surrounding the All-Star game should be great in Indiana. Anyway, I'll see you guys.